What happens when you decide to deliver the narcissist a silent treatment? What do they do once you choose no contact and move on with your life? In this video, I want to list the most common narcissistic reactions to your silence. I want to start off by saying, don't go silent strictly to punish them. That's their level kind of stuff. You don't want to stoop to the level of a narcissist. Go silent by going no contact. The two are very different. A silent treatment is punishment. It's done to hurt a person, make them worry, and it makes people very, very angry. No contact is what you do when you choose the option for you, not to punish the other person. It has nothing to do with them. No contact is about you, blocking and deleting and choosing to move on and choosing that you are never going back because you are a priority. A silent treatment is temporary, and people who choose silent treatments as an option come back later after you've been hurt and you're upset and all that. Nonetheless, whatever way you choose to go, silence is oddly deafening. So how does someone narcissistic handle a silent treatment or you going no contact? Normally what happens is they blow up your social media and your phone. They might show up at your work or at your home. You going silent, especially when it's out of nowhere, when they don't see this coming, can really tap into and trigger abandonment issues that the narcissist might have. So they might blow up your phone and try desperately to talk to you. They might start crying, being scared, acting upset, alone, lowering themselves, essentially, handing over the power, begging you to come back. They might overly apologize and even promise to change here. And I want to say this, since I'm talking about abandonment issues. It's not your responsibility to have an exit interview with someone toxic, narcissistic, whatever the case may be. Whether you tell them that you're leaving and ending the relationship or you don't, they're still going to ultimately blame you in the end. Get upset, yell, scream, cry, threaten, beg, whatever. If they suffer from any of these attachment issues, abandonment issues, whatever, unfortunately, as cold and cruel as it sounds, it isn't your problem to fix. It isn't your problem to deal with. When you choose no contact, leave without another word. They know why you're leaving. They know why everybody leaves. And they know that it's them. Again, you trying to have an exit interview and be an adult and have that conversation only causes them to get angry or beg or promise change that we know isn't coming, whatever. So leave without a word. Let them work out whatever issues and problems they have in therapy. It is not your job to make your abuser feel better. If you leave, you'll be replaced. Also a very common thing that they do. Your replacement has probably been sitting on the sidelines for a while anyway. But if they aren't, rest assured, somebody will be found pretty quickly. I read an article one time that said like 60 to 70% of married people already know who they would begin to talk to if their marriage fell through. It didn't say anything about people that were narcissistic. It was just a poll of run-of-the-mill people. I'm sure there were plenty of narcs in there. But like 60 to 70% of people already knew who they would talk to if their marriage fell through. There's somebody else. You will be replaced. We'll all be replaced. And then those people will be replaced. It's a whole thing. And try not to let yourself get upset over that. Narcissists notoriously monkey branch and bring in new people before they've left one situation. It's a revolving door of supply because these people need their egos fluffed on such a constant basis, and none of this has anything to do with you. If you'd like to talk to a fellow survivor one-on-one over the phone and get some help and support for what you're going through, you can book a chat online with me. It's jess-stanley.square.site. There's a simple link you can click on down in the video description below if you'd like to do that. So when you go silent, they might come back and cry and beg and do all that. They're, of course, going to try to replace with somebody else. What they also are definitely going to do is run a massive smear campaign. Let's be real, though. They've already talked shit about you to somebody at some point. Some other source of supply, their coworkers, friends, family, somebody has already had an earful about how much you suck and how awful you are. They will, of course, talk you down to the new supply. until they actually need to devalue the new supply, in which case they'll actually triangulate and spark jealousy and start saying good things about you to the new supply to make this weird little dramatic triangle that they do. But that's neither here nor there. Narcissists are people who constantly flip-flop on how they feel about everything based on what will benefit them. They'll tell you they hate winter, it's cold and snowy, until you say that you're going on a really nice ski trip at a nice resort, and then they love winter. And then you would assume they hate summertime. Well, yeah, but until you're going on a nice cruise or a nice beach vacay, something like that. It simply shows they have no real feelings about anything. It's just about what they need in that moment. In some situations, narcissists will also just vanish. When you go dark, they go dark. There's silence on both sides. And typically they'll choose to hoover when you begin to feel better. I swear they can smell it like blood in the water. I don't understand, but some of them choose to hoover at some point, and a lot of them go silent. They realize there's no point in trying to communicate with you. You are not going to give them anything or allow them back into your life, and they slowly just drift forward with somebody else. They can also get their flying monkeys to come after you if they feel inclined to do so. Narcissists can instruct their little staff of brainwashed drones to be mean to you, blow up your social media. On the flip side, they can also tell their little minions to be nice and reach out and tell you things like, oh, please reach out to this person. They're not doing so well. They're having some issues and some problems. They really miss you. It's not your problem if this person isn't doing well. It's also not your problem that this person misses you. They don't. They're simply saying they do. But nonetheless, if you had been treated with some respect by this person, you would still be there for them. But they haven't, and you have a new standard now that you are commanding dignity, respect, and kindness. And if you're not getting those things, then nobody gets anything from you. I always recommend not to keep mutual friends. Don't talk to their families. Make as clean of a break as you possibly can. If you can avoid those constant updates about this person and all the drama in between, it's always going to be better for you. Give the flying monkeys as well as the narcissist no attention whatsoever. It's a brainwashed person leading brainwashed people, and it's immature, childish, sad, overly dramatic, and frankly, it's pretty pathetic. People with no identity following somebody else who has no identity, running around, causing chaos and bullshit. I mean, seriously, these people all need a cup of grow up. Some of them will also stalk you, watch your social media, do things like walk past your house or drive past your house, a little bit similar to what I said earlier. Some push this obviously further than others and take things to more of an extreme. I encourage people to set up cameras. It's fairly cheap here in 2023. Ring doorbell is one of the best things you can invest in. Change your locks, change your passcodes, get darker curtains, change your passwords to all your social media, send out restraining orders if they think they're, going to try to do something cute. Stalking, harassing, calling a million times, texting a million times, showing up, emailing, all of that stuff. That's illegal. And you can take action on those things. People can be charged with crimes like trespassing, assault, stalking, harassing, breaking and entering, destruction of property, menacing, and all that kind of stuff. You have power and you have control to reach out and do something if this is something they decide to do because you've gone silent. In short, narcissists don't handle your silence, whether you're giving them a silent treatment or going no contact. They don't handle this very well at all. Most of them feel the blow to the ego. They hate to lose. They hate feeling like they were outsmarted. A narcissist will work it, though, in their mind that, you totally suck anyway, so you were doing them a favor by leaving, and that's fine. Let these people think that they've won. Their children, their little egos and little self-esteem issues, they really need that win. Let them have it. It's fine. You know the truth. You know what happened. Frankly, you have bigger, better things that you need to do, that you need to be a part of, than worrying about all of this. So they might harass you on social media, cry and beg and try to do all these things to get you to come back. They're always going to talk shit. There will be some kind of replacement. Those are some of the most typical responses and how they're handling your silence. Not very well at all. So tell me what happened when you went silent. Did you give a silent treatment for punishment? Did you go no contact? What did the narcissist in your situation do when you made that decision? Thank you very much for